Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this Wednesday's MatrixGold webinar. We have a special treat for you all. As you probably know, we have Mehmet from Turkey. He's an excellent designer and knows quite a bit about jewelry design. So he is going to kind of take over and demonstrate just what he uses MatrixGold for. So with that said, Mehmet, will you take over?
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Mehmet Pekin from Turkey, and I want to introduce the MatrixGold, some features and interface. Maybe you will have some questions about MatrixGold. I customize my menu with two options. There's a preferences menu here. When you click on this, there are two user interface here. This one is the classic MatrixGold interface, and the second one is the legacy interface, because some of the users will not like the original MatrixGold interface. So sometimes I use this legacy interface because people like to click on the menu and then select the commands from here. They did not like the other interface maybe, and sorry for my English. Sometimes I'm so excited because of my English is not good for some people maybe. I want to show you the first window layout with there's a ribbon command here. There are some additions. It's better now because when you move your mouse to here and scroll your mouse wheel, you can select the other tools from here. In the past, you will go to there and click on this button to move it. But the scroll mouse is very good for that one. And the most important thing I like in MatrixGold, you can customize all the menus here and the sizes of the menus. You can just one click from this one, and you can scale it in seconds. It's very good option for the Matrix users. In Turkish models, we use not parametric models because our models is very difficult models and there are lots of surfaces and lots of stones on the models. So we can't use parametry very much. But day by day, I'm understanding the parametric design, and it's very good and it's very useful for the people.
And you know that I think that's a misconception that some users don't quite understand as well, is that MatrixGold is just parametric, but you also have Rhino commands and legacy
Yes.
matrix commands present in the software as well. So
if you want old school using, you can use the old style maybe. But if you understand the parametric design, maybe people will change their minds, I think, because I'm changing my mind and I still learning something day by day, and it's very good program. So, and I want to show you when you click on the surface, maybe you just click and hold. When you move your mouse like this, you can see the menu interface. Click and hold like this. And if you want to find some tool, and you can write here, maybe curve from two weaves. If you write the first letter of the command, you can find it from here. It's very useful thing to search button. This customized menu side, I customize it like display modes and projects to here, and you can scroll your mouse. It's very easy to reach the model from here. You can click on just one can click on this one. And you can also, maybe when you select one of the menu, and you can put it in the center of this part, and you can use it like this, maybe layers and commands menu here. And display mode and projects is here. You can divide whatever you want. This side is the same thing for me. Render Studio and dynamic commands from here. And you can also scroll your mouse with the menu. I select this part is top and display. Now, and I want to show you the display modes is very good for me. And in 2 or 3 days ago, I find something like this when I maybe I will call a model from here, and I'm going to do display mode. First, I select this part, and I'm going to render and select the most. This is my famous one, interior. I'm selecting the interior and clicking on this one. Then I'm going to select this rendered active view. When I select the rendered view, it starts rendering. The big window is rendering. I found this option in the Rhino options. It's very good for me. And you can also you can rotate it. And when you hold off, it will start the rendering. When you go to the display options, you can see in the other settings in the real-time render assignment. You can choose it with none, or you can choose it with cycles. If you choose with cycles, you can render your active view perspective mode. And if you can write here, when you click on here, you can write how many passes you want with that. And also you can select the model, and you can select maybe the other colors. Maybe when you select this one and add to material, and it starts rendering with your perspective window with cycles render. It's a good option for me.
Yeah, that's a very, very nice ray traced. And this is just the viewport. So this is,
Yes, this is just a viewport.
So you don't have to go through the whole rendering and,
yes,
path tracing.
And not waiting the whole rendering. Yeah, if you want to go to render, you just click on this one, and you just wait to render. And it takes some time, it makes the same things, but only thing is for the difference, the stones clarity. You see, the clarity is not good at the real-time render. If you want more sparkles on the stones, you must render with here, or you can just only see the active view with render.
I don't know if any of you guys follow Mehmet on Instagram, but he posts some of his amazing renders and some of his amazing models on there. So I definitely advise you guys to give him a follow.
Yes. In Matrix 9, I like the renders, but it's not look like real. But in when I'm going to the MatrixGold, it's very good. It's very realistic renders with cycles. It's more powerful with cycles render, because cycles use the Blender. I think use cycles maybe. And also you can change your other views with lots of features, with the other display modes. In this display mode, I think this model is for mesh because I want some more realistic render when I make it for smooth surfaces and some textures on it. If you want to make some textures on your models, you can select from here. I want to show you some something on the torus maybe. When we select this torus here, and also I'm using a wireless mouse 3D connection. Maybe some users will buy and use it. It's very useful for in MatrixGold because you can rotate everything to here. And when you select, maybe you will select an 14 karat gold and add the material to object. And also you can go to the render materials here, and you must find your 14 karat gold material. It's in the back of the menu here, and I just click on it, and we can open the properties of the rendering model. If you want to see the how it's rendering, I just click on this active viewport, and you can see the rendering with real-time render. And also you can change your interiors or Matrix Classic. You can use it with here. But my best one is interior. I use interior now. Now I want to change my polish here from if you don't want to make it lots of shining on the surface, maybe you will make it a little bit more, and then you can see in real time rendering engine. And also you can select polish. There are some other features here. Hammer, if you want to, when you select the hammer, we will render it again. Now it's not effects on the real-time render, I think, but you can see on the cycles for Rhino from here. You can make some textures on your model with these options. You can make it strength, more strength maybe if you want, or less strength on the model. You can choose it from here and then render again. And that's all. And I'm using the passes. If you make more passes, like 1000, you will have more realistic renders with that one. And also you can select your favorite materials. Maybe when you click on the right click on the color, you can select this toggle favorite. Maybe you can select this and toggle favorites. Maybe I select this one and toggle favorites, and you can open this button, only show your favorite materials, because sometimes maybe when you go to the gems materials, you see lots of materials here, lots of stone materials. When I'm going to switch of the only favorite gems, you can see this only 3 gem material from here. You can smaller. You can make it smaller, and if you want to see all of the materials, you can select with all of them.
I didn't know you can toggle by favorites. That's pretty cool.
Yes, that's pretty cool for the users. And after my renders, I want to show you some model from my projects. Maybe this one, or with this model I want to show you, or cancel it. Maybe this one. And when I'm going to render it, I'm going to select I change my position and go to display mode. It looks like this kind of thing. And when I'm starting with render it, I just click on the render and waiting for the rendering options.
So we do have a question, Mehmet. Someone is asking, what exactly do you do in Turkey?
I'm a jewelry designer, but I also doing training of Matrix. We are still training in Matrix 9, but in nowadays we will pass to MatrixGold. And I'm also trainer of ZBrush.
Awesome. How long have you been in the jewelry design industry?
I have been in maybe since 1998. It's
Okay.
about 22 years maybe.
Yep, getting there.
I started with hand sketching this job.
Nice. Yeah. That's a beautiful render as well.
Yeah, it's more realistic renders and if
Yep.
I want to show you something about the render. Maybe if it's open in the preferences, maybe I will show you. No, it's not open. We will just wait to 1000 maybe. But it moves very fast because of my GPU. And if you have a very good computer, you will be very fast in MatrixGold. And the most important thing for me with MatrixGold is very fast software because of sometimes it's faster than the Matrix 9 because it uses Rhino 6.
Yep. I definitely agree with that. I find it's more stable.
Yes, more stable.
So you don't get as many crashes.
Yes.
Definitely a lot faster because of the improvements on the Rhino 6 as well.
Yes. And you can also change your light adjustments with while you are rendering like this. Maybe when you select like this, when you select like this. If you want more light on this view, you can select it from here, maybe like this. And it's good for me. Maybe you can select some adjustment here. Maybe you will choose 1 or 1.5 or 1.8, and you can scroll it manually from here. And almost done. 90 and 1000. After the rendering will finished, and if you want to focus to the ring, you don't want to focus every part. When it's finished, it focuses every part of the model. You can go to the post effects from here. First of all, you must open the depth of field. Just right click and click on. You can open the depth field and it will make a blurry render. then you can select the properties, and you can pick from this button wherever you want to focus it. When you pick on this one, and you just only click to here, and you just click on the preview window. Oh, maybe we will maybe I click on this part, maybe it will affects to the render maybe. I want to show you from here when you're using your render studio, you can select your CPU or GPU. I have two CPU in this computer. If you want, when you select the CPU, maybe and select this one and go to the render studio and select the GPU mode, and I'm going to make it done and select this window and select render. It's faster than the CPU. It's very fast. Take a look at here. Now you can see the differences between the CPU and the GPU when it's rendering this whole base, and then it becomes faster. And I'm going to select new, and I want to show you about the rendering again. You can do your own materials with rendering menu, but not here. I just show in the command option. I just write here properties page, and I'm just going to materials side here. You can also control your materials from the rhinoceros part, properties part. I'm going to select to make a torus here, and I just click on this material. If you want to make a new material, you just click on this plus button, create a new material, and you can select from here what kind of material you want. Also, you can make it custom material. Maybe you can do it with custom material or gem material or glass or metal material. When you select metal material, and you can select the color. When I'm using this part, I use this display part. When I'm clicking on this display, and I'm selecting this one, and maybe you will change the colors to maybe like this, and click OK. And if you want to add this material to object, you can click on this menu and assign to object. Now you will have your own material from here. And also you can make a bump texture, and you can choose your polish sides and raw sides like this. You can change to polish, and you can change like this. This is very good option for me, and to solve this material in real time engine. And also we can make it some maybe leather on it, maybe XXS. I use this size for this part, and you can do your materials with that one. There are lots of things on this part, but I still learning this part in nowadays. And you can also make custom material maybe because custom materials have more options here. You can choose the gloss finish and color. Maybe we will choose it like this, maybe, and gloss finish and reflectivity and transparency, maybe. And you can add some textures on bump option, maybe when you select the texture. I will select this part, this alpha, and select this part again, and going to assign to material again. Now you have this kind of material, maybe. And also you can change in rendering with environments and the other things and ground planes, maybe from here. You can just click on this edit button, and you can create your own environment from here, and your lighting settings from here, maybe. And if you want to render it, you just click on this render, and it will process your rendering material. And also you can't see your textures in the real-time render. You will see it on the rendering menu from here. Here I will show you when you make something like this, maybe. And I'm going to render it. Maybe it will finish in a minute. And you will also select with like a PNG format. You can pick your models with PNG to make your own ground planes in the backside, maybe. You just click on this button, show RGBA channel. And also we have a Z buffer option here. We can make a parametric model now. I want to show you a little model for you. First of all, I'm going to start with tools menu, or you can just click on your like your F6 button in the old version of Matrix. You can select from here. And I want to say something about the parametric history. When you solve this lightning symbol on the models, on the commands, when you solve these lightning symbols, these are all parametric commands. First of all, you must some commands will parametric too, but it's not like this kind of lightning commands. You can select ring rail from here, or you can select ring rail from here, or you can select ring rail from here. You have three options here on, and you can select with command menu from here. And I will show you. Just click on the ring rail, like old Matrix. I love the legacy style. It's very good for me, but I want to make it the new, because the new is always good. And I'm just clicking enter, and I'm going to from here, or you can go to gems menu. You can use it gems on rail, or you can use it this one. When I click on the gems on rail, gems on ring rail, excuse me. I'm just waiting. I want to show you something about the stones. You can move it with that Z offset, or you can move it with that one, and you can resize the gem from here or here. This three of them is the same. It's worked like the same. But when you use Alt key in your keyboard, you can make it like this. You can resize with the other parts. You can do some stones like that. When you use it in your keyboard with Alt key, I just click again. I want my stone here, and just click Enter, and I want to select my stone, and I'm going to select gem offset curve, and I'm going like this, maybe like that kind of thing, maybe. And I want to show you the parametry. We will use this part with gem on ring rail, and using this part with gem offset curve. So when I'm going to the dynamic commands, you will have some parametry here. Ring rail, I started with ring rail, and going on gem on ring rail and gem offset curve. These three of them is parametric. It's still parametric here, and I'm going parametric again. Just select the curve and just select profile placer. You can see the lightning symbol. Just going to select the profile placer, and I'm just selecting profile placement method from here. I'm using a profile placement method with Z. Then I'm just changing my profile with in the library. I want maybe that kind of profile on it. I just select this part, and I just moving like this. When you use Shift key, you can do some sizes better, I think. And maybe I will move to here and a little bit to here. Maybe you want some kind of adjustments, maybe, and that's okay for me. And now I'm just clicking another one. Just click on this part, and I'm moving with Shift key to position 0, and I'm using, maybe I will use it with flat, but I want it inside of the ring, like this. I want it smaller, I think. That's okay. So I just take a look at the model, and I want to select this part again, and profile place again. So I'm going to select this part, and I'm going to select with X, and I'm going to change it like this. I want to move it. Maybe it will be in the down like this, maybe here, but I think it will be smaller. And also you can select another profile for that one, and we will choose maybe this triangulating part profile for that one. And I'm going to select and put another one to here, and you can move it the same direction, maybe like this. It's not important. You can move to here and move to here, and also you can do it after creating your surfaces. You can change, because this is full parametric, and you can do everything in the parametry, you know. I'm going to do something like this. Okay. Now it's okay. I just using the quad, one of the side, just quad side. I'm going to select a curve again. Maybe I will use a outside ring rail, and I'm just going to front side. Maybe I will use the bottom thickness, maybe 1 point. I use 1.2. This side it's good. This side is not important for me. I just click to enter, and maybe we will change the gem's position after that. And I'm going to select ring rail again and click the profile placer. When I move this profile placer to position here, and you can select the outside curve from the option, or you can select from here in the parametric menu. You can select outside curve, just click on the outside. Now it's between these two curves. And also I'm going to select the profiles library again. I'm going to open my library, and I will select this one again. Maybe it will be like this, and I put another one to here. I'm going to like this. Now I think it's okay. Maybe you can change the position of this curve to here. Maybe I will select after making the surfaces. Now we have these parts here, and first of all, I'm going to start with going to surface menu, and I use sweep one with lightning symbol here. I want, because it's parametric. When I select sweep one and select this rail and profile and just click on it, now we have this bezel kind of thing on the surface. And I'm using again, I just going to do layers menu and just close this one and select the other one, and I'm selecting again sweep one and use it for that thing. Now we have these two shapes here, and now I'm going to use this with that one with profile sweep. I'm just selecting this one and this one. Now it's wrong side when I moving like this, and you can deselect the automatic seam here, and you can take a look at with that one. And you can also make something like this, maybe something like this, and maybe like this. And you can also do the same thing for here, like this. Now that's okay. And you can also change the size of the profile from here. Maybe you can select the edit button and you can move it like this. and it's very easy. And I want to make this side when I'm going to sweep to option and select these two parts and select these two of them. And I don't want to make some DOM parts to here and select mirror cap and select enable start DOM and enable just close these buttons here. That's okay, I think. And I click it. Now I'm using from here to here and here to here with profile sweep again. When I select profile sweep, I just use this one to this one, and these are the same option, same thing like this. When I close the automatic seam to here, you can make it better, and you can also doing something like this. Maybe you will change it. Click enter, and I do the same thing for from here to here, maybe from here to here. I change the position again, and I use the automatic seam again. Now maybe we will use something like this, and you can select like this maybe, and that's it. Now we have only one part of the ring now. First of all, I want this one, this polysurface for quad symmetry. When I'm going to select the transform menu with parametric mirror, when I select this part, and you can also in the left side you will mirror to left side, but when you select the X mirror and you can select multi option here, you can copy to the quad sides. When I select enter, now you have 4 of them here. And then I'm going to, but first of all, if you want to make some stones, or if you want to make some booleans here, first of all, you do all that things firstly, and then copy them together. I want to put some stones here. I'm opening my stone here, and I'm going to the curve menu, and I use the same icon here, extract isocurve from surface, and just click on this surface, and I change the position to middle. When you select this point and move with shift key, you can find the 0.50 point. It's middle size. Then click enter. Now I'm going to select the curve again, and I'm going to the gem zone curve, and maybe we will gem zone curve and target object and select the polysurface. I don't understand why these are the same, the colors.
It looks like you have inverted surface coloring
Yeah,
on.
inverted surface, yeah, but I don't understand it.
Yeah, so that's probably why. Until you accept it, I
Yes,
think they
maybe.
stay inverted.
Yes, maybe we will accept it. It will become fixed. When I select it, it doesn't happen every time. Not. I just only see now. I put the stones here and just click on it. Okay, that's okay. There's no problem with the gems here. Maybe I will change. I will edit edit again. You can also edit everything from here, because this dynamic comment part, you can edit everything from here. I want to change the spacing from here. I'm going to select spacing, a little bit more spacing. And you know also the European models or American models is very different from us, because we are working for the Asians lots in nowadays, like fusion models. You know, maybe you will heard it. I'm selecting this group off and prong placer. You can also see your prongs with the rendered material, and you will do some prong diameter like this maybe, and I want more height on prongs. I think that's okay.
So Jane is asking, what are fusion models?
Fusion models like with a cage, and it's empty, and you can't cast, you can't make rubber mold. Just only
So very lacy, kind of elegant, thin wire.
yes, wires on it, because the Asians like them too much, and it's very light models. It looks like very big, but very light.
Yeah, like Jolly. Yep.
Yes, yeah, like jelly. Yeah, this is why jelly is here, I think. And I want to put some another stones to here. I'm using extract isocurve from surface again, and I want to select, but I select the wrong one, wrong surface, and when I'm close this layer and move this position to surface the same 0.50, and click enter again. Now you will have this curve here, and you will also select gems on curve again, and I was very I'm very change the display options. I think it's because of this thing why it's purple. And I'm going to select here, because I want to taper my gems, and I'm going to taper end. I'm going to open my taper end and select like this, and select something like this. There's a very big spacing here, so I'm going to select gem spacing method to fixed. When you select fixed, it will fix your spacing like this. When I'm moving my gem, maybe you will put gems like this here. I think that's okay, and I'm using this side gem. I'm using gem position placement method. I use table for that gems. I click this part. Now I'm going to select the display mode and open my gems. When I select the gems here, and I'm starting with channel cutter, and I use different channel cutting profile with this one. I use maybe this one or this one. I use it. I use this one.
For just stay right there real quick. For those that don't know, you can also save custom profiles. You see all the ones Mehmet has that have the little man icon. Those are
Yes,
all custom saved profiles. So
yes. And also you can, you know, the last edition you can import. But if you have Matrix 9, if you have already in your computer Matrix 9, you can go to your Matrix symbol here, and you can import it with Legacy Migration Wizard. I will show you later, maybe after that model. And I'm going to use not round, I just use flat for that part. And I want to move to here with that button. Move to here like this. And I want more spacing from here because I put my it's not important because we don't use prongs with that part. Maybe it's like something like this, and I want to make it a little bit narrow and like this. Now it's okay, and then select again the gems and select micro prong cutter again. When you move your micro prongs like this, it will go into 1.75, and also if you want more sizing with these things, you can make something like this. You can write here maybe 2 and 0.5. It will make bigger, and I will change cutter position and height, and then select cutting like this. And you can also make it bend like this, maybe for the surface, maybe like this. We will try first, and you can also change your model after doing that. I put this parts like this. I click OK. And now I think that's okay. And I'm going to select this polysurface from here, and I'm going to solid menu, and I use this Boolean difference and select this part, and then make Boolean like this. And if it's okay, you can click right click on your mouse, and you will have the stone. But I think the stones is where I need to edit stones again. I'm going to gem zone curve, and you can change the placement like this. I click enter again. It will make everything again. This is parametry. This is what I want to show you. When you change the position of the gems, you will have this part, and or you can move your gems with edit, and you can start like this, maybe to here, and just waiting to finish the process, and just click. Now we have editable surface here. So and I want to select this part, and this one, and this one. Now I'm using again this mirror, and also you have recent comments from here, and you can just click on this button again to select recent comments. And you can do something like this, maybe if you want the accent Y mirror, and you can select multi, you can do something like that, but it's not good for the stones. And I don't want multi. I just select the accent Y mirror and click OK. Now we will have that kind of ring. And also I want to make this profile here, and you can select edit button, and maybe you will go to here and just moving to here. Everything is changed with that model. Everything is changed, and this is really a parametry for that model.
Yeah, that's a pretty good example of a
Yes.
completely parametric model that you can adjust essentially any command that you used, and the model will automatically update
Yes.
to fit that input.
And you can do lots of things to model. You can change everything here. And when I select this one, maybe I select edit. If you don't like the this S shape, maybe you will change the position of the profile with that small point, so maybe like this. But I don't want this part. I want the other one. This one. This is just moving to here and selecting, and just move to here maybe. And your model is changing very quickly.
Yeah,
And
and
everything is.
one thing a lot of people don't necessarily understand as well is you can tie in and string together parametric history along with Rhino history along with parametric history, so you can string it together and make truly amazing models. So
Yeah, everything is changed with. But I connect all the commands with history here. You can select like this. Sometimes you can. This model is a very complicated model, but when you select the maybe I will try to change the stone here. Maybe I'm using Alt key to make it narrow like this. Sometimes it crashes, but I will try it. And when I click enter, and that's okay. It's not a problem. You can do something like this. You see everything is changed. That is the best option in MatrixGold. The parametry. I love it. I'm loving it.
yeah, well, that's a great model. We are out of time, but is there any last words you kind of want to let them know, or
Is there any questions?
yeah, does anybody? I've been kind of fielding them, but I do have a question about your training that you do. Are your trainings online?
No, I never make online trainings. But for the the world is in the pandemic. Every people wants me to make. Did you make online lessons? But I only make online lessons for my university.
Okay.
But maybe in nowadays we'll will make it.
Yeah. I see a lot of people are asking about the specs for computers. If you need the system requirements, you can go to gemvision.com. Under
Yes.
the MatrixGold product, and there's a system requirement tab that you can click and see our recommended specs. So
Beo, I want if we have any time, I want to show you some little things with parametric history. Is it possible?
yeah, sure. If everyone else, we schedule it for an hour. So but if you want to, everybody's saying yes. So
Yes, we
looks like we're doing it.
we can make it larger.
There you go.
time. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to open a new model. I want to show you something, a little thing, but it's very good thing. It's a simple thing, and I'm going to select the sphere and just click here, and I did a sphere here, and make it with my gumball like this, that kind of thing. And I do another sphere here in this viewport, and I make it bigger and larger, and like this. Maybe it will be this color, and I move like this, and I'm going to select in the right view. I'm going to select again the transform menu with my mirror, and I'm going to select Z, and opposite sides like this. So I'm going to make it Boolean. Select Boolean option and click enter. Then select this part. Now we have this thing to here, and you can also select the surface from here, and you can hide it, and you can do something like this maybe. So I'm going to draw a curve like this maybe, and just select the curve, and I'm going to solid menu and click object on curve, and I'm selecting the object from here and select this object. Now it's here, and I'm going to going to orientation mode to down, and you can also it's in the, where is the rolling? I'm going to roll it like 90 degrees, and I'm going to select size and going to select like this. If you want more spacing, you must write here maybe minus 1.2. You must write it to here. Now, and that's okay. I'm going to move like this and click enter. Now we have a chain here, and when I want to change the chain like this, I open this one, and I'm selecting this one, and you can see all the chains will changed. And this is parametry, and this is excuse me, I made a mistake. I just select this part, and when you did this one, you can do it something like this. This is parametry, and you can also rotate it and change the rotation points. Take a look at this.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yes, that's very good one. Okay, that's all. But I have lots of things in my brain, and maybe next time I will show you the other things. if we have any other webinars.
Yeah, so the plan with these kind of guest appearance webinars are to do them once a month with you know, a couple different people. So hopefully we'll definitely have Mehmet back and he can, you know, show us
Yeah,
some
it
more of
will be
his tips
useful
and tricks.
for us, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Everybody. Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone,
Thank you for everything.
everyone is saying we
Everyone.
love Mehmet, more Mehmet.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love all of them.
Well,
And
guys,
thank you for the Gemvision, the Gemvision people and all around the world who uh, who loves me and then I love them. Sorry for my English because sometimes I forgot some words. Well,
no, you did great, and you know you showcased our product very well. And I do want to say two things. One, if you guys own a license of Matrix
yes,
Gold, you
yes.
can email info@gemvision.com, and we will share the recording.
Okay.
Hopefully the recording will go on the online academy as well. So if you're a member there, you can check it out. All right, guys. Well, thanks again, Mehmet. We will conclude here and end it. I'll see you all next week. All right,
Okay.
thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.